Insecurities, we all have them, whether it be the way we look, status, wealth, or our skills. It's a battle we all have. These demons drive the decisions we make, whether it be conscious or not. We overcompensate, do things to cover it up, or find different ways to fix it. I'm very critical of my own work and hold myself to high expectations, and often deal with feeling not good enough, that my skills are so far behind the people I respect and admire, that everything about me could be better. But the mistake I was making is thinking that insecurities are the problem, that it's something you need to get rid of in order to improve. But that isn't the case. I've realized a long time ago that there are people out there who are just cracked out of their mind. I understand they put in an insane amount of time and effort to get to that point, but sometimes it gets overwhelming because the gap feels so insurmountable that nothing I do will be able to change that. But when you start thinking like that, it becomes very easy to get stuck. Even now, when I sit down to work on something, there's always a moment where I feel like I'm not ready, like what I'm going to make is not as good as I want it to be. And for a long time, that feeling stopped me. I'd overthink, delay the process, tweak small details that didn't really matter, and always try to find something to improve before I put something out. Days would go by and nothing would be finished. I fallen in love with the work and trying to make it as perfect as I possibly can. I was trying to eliminate the insecurity I felt within my own work before I allowed myself to publish the video. I'd second guess things, play it safer than I should, and hold back on some of my ideas. But now I understand that in order to improve, you have to embrace your insecurities. Put things out there, get feedback, and see where you can take things. Not because all of a sudden I'm super confident in everything I do, but because I understand that it's the only way to get better. And once I started seeing it like that, things shifted a bit. I stopped trying to make everything perfect before I started, learned to be okay with looking stupid in public, and stopped waiting for that feeling to go away, but instead focused on small decisions that made the difference. I don't consider myself very gifted. To be honest, I'm someone who is quite flawed. I was never the best in school, never the best in sports, and not even in the things I cared about. There was always someone better. And as much as I would like to say I was second best, that would be very far from the truth. While growing up, I was constantly compared and criticized. For a while, it bothered me, made me believe that I wasn't capable, and eventually evolved into insecurities about my own abilities. But oddly enough, it gave me a target, something to measure myself against. In sports, a lot of athletes talk about the difference between being first and second because those two positions come with two different mentalities. You can take on risks, try different techniques, you can improve, and focus on closing the gap. When we feel behind, insecure, or not enough, we're actually in the best position to grow because there isn't really anything to defend. No matter what stage of life you're in, insecurities don't go away. It just shows up in different areas. And that's when I realized insecurities aren't proof that you're not good enough. It's proof you're aware of a gap. The important thing is what you do with that feeling. Most people let it stop them. We hesitate, overthink, wait until we're ready. But the people who improve look at it and use it as direction. They try to understand what is making them insecure. They ask themselves, is it the skills, the consistency, or the effort? And then they work on that. Being insecure and choosing not to try are two completely different things. You can feel insecure and still take action. Decide to move forward. It doesn't have to be anything dramatic. It could be something small, like giving a stranger a compliment, filming in public, or even wearing a tank top at the gym. Insecurity isn't about comparing yourself to other people, but rather something that raises your own standard. It's a signal that shows you what is possible. Every day is a choice to surpass or meet that standard.